All right, recruiting call. So I'm sure people are going to jump on, and as they jump on, I will mute them, not because I don't love them, but more because it's a lot easier just to be able to do these calls, and then I will definitely leave time for questions. I have literally one page of things I wrote down, so that's not a lot of stuff. So sponsoring is hard, right? Everyone's like, how do I sponsor? How do I do this? And sponsoring, there's like no secret sauce. So don't think I'm going to come on here and like tell you something that you probably don't already know. And Alicia, I just need to say your hair looks fantastic. Sorry, I just got to, this is my squirrel brain where I get distracted on things. So no secret, it's talk to a lot of people. So it's not like I don't recruit people because I talk to a few people. I recruit people because I talk to a lot of people all the time. I'm constantly like, that is a focus of my day and I offer this business to everyone. You have to remember that you are doing a favor for the people in front of you. Like, you're doing them a disservice. And that, I think I even have that in some of the messages that I'm going to suggest sending. Like, it's a disservice for you to not tell people about this business, especially if they love the products. Like, I mean, I even did it today. Like, I had a couple people comment, this girl I've been trying to recruit for like a year. She buys tons of makeup from me. I'm like, look, like she's like, oh man, like that skincare deal I wanted. And I'm like, for sure. And just so you know, it comes with a free business. I know it maybe, she's like, she just thinks she won't be as passionate as me or like want to do that. And one thing I said to her today, I'm like, you know what? I didn't think I was going to be passionate either. I didn't think I was going to want anything to do with this. But when that first paycheck came after 3 hours and I had like, $50 in my pocket for selling mascara that I loved, that was sort of just my kind of movement, right? I'm like, you may not want to do every part of the business, but you actually don't know until you're in the business and then you make that first sale or you meet that first recruit or whatever. It's that first initial thing that kind of gets you going. For me, it was like, okay, like I wanted to make enough to replace my tutoring money, which was $100 and some a month. That would have been a really awesome goal for me. And when I made, double or triple that in my first 3 weeks, I was like, okay, this is a legit business. So it's really important that you're kind of using the products. Like I know a lot of you sign up for Bob Heilig's course. I will tell you guys, I actually just canceled my membership, and not because I don't love the course, but I've been in it for 6 months and I feel like now he's starting to repeat his stuff because he's got all these new people in there and it's all the training that I've already done. So I was like, why am I paying $70 a month for training I've already done? So it was a tough decision, but I've left his training. I will be there for a month and then you girls will have to tell me if there's anything new. But I have all his training and I really embrace it. And I think that it was a good 6 months. And I know from doing the Deb Erickson training this week in California, I think I'm going to get a lot of new leadership techniques. And like, I'm sure I'll get suckered into her course after the retreat. So I figured, why be in two? There's no way I have time for that. Working full time and doing unique, you can't fit it all in. So you got to fit in what's going to work for you. And for me, Bob's course was amazing. It taught me so many things. I'm able to do so much training, and I've learned so much. And now, with Deb's training, I think I'm going to probably learn even more. So it's self-development's so important. So the Epics, we have been selling a ton of Epic mascara, and this is amazing. And a lot of girls have been like, I've got new customers, new people that are putting this mascara on their eyelashes. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait till they get it. Hold tight. So you're going to wait till they get it, and then you are going to follow up with them. And you're going to say, hey, like, how are you liking your mascara? You're going to follow up with every single one of those girls that bought a mascara. Give her about 2 weeks with it or a week and a half, and follow up. And then after she says, hopefully she says she loves it. After she says that, say, listen, zero pressure, but okay, so sorry, I'm going to read it. I wrote it out and I'm better when I like have it in front of me. So I'm going to say, listen, zero pressure, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't share this with you. You're gorgeous and confident, and I know you would be amazing at what I do. All it is sharing your love of this mascara. This little tube's changed my life. Would you be open to more information? So I'm going to put up a post. Most people are just getting their Epics out to people now. I'll put up a post and I will, I'll put that in a post and tell you guys exactly sort of what to say, but you're going to want to follow up with people because that's what you should be doing for customer service, but it's a great way to lead with the products. And Bob Heilig talks a lot about, like, do we lead with products? And I don't find in our business, I was always like, I don't think we really lead with the products, but we kind of do. Like, anytime someone buys makeup, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, you are leading with the product. You're leading with Epic Mascara. That's what got me to sign up. And now, like, there's no, like, Epic didn't get me to sign up. It was the 3D, but Epic is like our big thing right now. So, you know, that's what got me to, like, not even necessarily sign up. I just wanted the kit. I was a kidnapper. And as much as I'm trying to avoid the whole kidnapper thing, there is benefit to it, okay? And I posted that, and I actually had messaged some of my elites and said, I'm cringing at posting this post that I put up today with the 2 kits and saying, you know, like, there's zero commitment, like, get the kit, it's a 70% discount, because I go so back and forth, because I love Sherry Brown and I listen to her and I think she's great when it comes to, like, sponsoring and you know, finding people that want to work the business. But in the same time, it opened up so many conversations to, like, these people today that I know would do, like, one of the girls who commented, I was already done Younique, then she went to Acti Labs, now she's back she added me as a friend again, and I think she's probably wanting to come back. Totally cool. And she messaged about it. And then I've got another one who messaged about it, who buys tons of makeup from me. So it allowed me to open those conversations. And I make things very nonchalant. Like, I am zero pressure. My messages don't look scripted. And so I'll give you some of the tips, and I'll give you exactly what I do, like, on a day-to-day. So, because I think everyone thinks I'm, like, I don't know, they think I'm like Superwoman, and how do I do this? I really, like, I'm talking to people. I'm just having conversations. And, you know, anytime work comes up, and because I am so consistent posting on my main wall about the business, everybody just opens the conversation for me now because I'm so consistent about it. They're like, man, Younique's looking awesome. And it doesn't matter, first of all, it does not matter what status you are, because you can, like, they don't know. Nobody, it actually got harder for me to recruit since I've hit Black. I have recruited the least amount of people since I've hit Black status. My biggest status recruiting would probably have been green. Like, it doesn't matter. And actually, even in the beginning too, like, you know, I remember my biggest month was 12 people. I haven't recruited like millions of people, but if I'm realistic, it's been harder since I hit Black. I think in my head and in some people's heads, it might be like, you know what? Like, once you hit the top of the company, people just come to you. Like, they don't know that. They don't really know what I, like, they don't know. It's nothing. Those charms, they mean something, but they also mean nothing to the everyday person. Nobody understands those charms. Nobody understands your statuses except people that do Younique. So don't worry about what people are going to think about you or anything like that, because I'm going to tell you right now that it doesn't matter when you are sponsoring somebody. It doesn't matter the status you're at. They don't care. You know, I'll play it up to my advantage as best I can. Like, I have a really awesome training program. All you girls need to say is, you know, my upline has an amazing training program. I am here for you with every question that you have. And if I can't find the answer for you right away, I will get that answer for you. But my biggest thing when you're recruiting is let girls know, and people want to come into this feeling they're supported and feel like they're, like, going to be confident doing this. So let them know that the number one thing I have always wanted for my team is that anyone who joins my team feels supported and feels loved and feels accepted and feels like they are part of the bigger community. And if anybody is not feeling that way, then I'm not doing my job as a leader. And even if you have one person on your team, you're not doing your job as a leader, because you need to get them involved. And not everybody's going to want to be involved, and that's okay. But I want to make sure that when I'm speaking to people for sponsoring, that they are going to feel loved and supported right from the get-go before they even join. So some of the ways that I meet people, and I think that's like where people struggle, like, how do you meet people? How are you finding people to, you know, join your team? And so yard sale groups, you know, my love for yard sale groups. I have my post. If you have not seen my video on that, just send me a message after. I'll send you the YouTube link. I've done a video on it. I've shown you exactly how I meet people in yard sale groups. It takes more work. Takes a lot more building of relationships. Those people in yard sale groups are never, ever, even if they're looking for a job, they're probably not going to sign up with you right away, but get them on your Facebook so that down the road, when they see your posts that you're consistently putting on your wall, your attraction marketing posts, they're going to know that, you know, it's this might actually be something for them. Second place, I've been meeting a lot of people, makeup groups. I try to avoid adding anybody that is unique, because you don't need more unique presenters, unless they're girls like on our team, or like, if you're in Australia and you want to add some Australian friends, like that's fine. There's nothing wrong with having unique presenters on your Facebook, only because when you do go live, there's like unique presenters are a lot more likely to watch your lives than regular people, right? So it's not a bad thing to have unique presenters. Make friends. Like I have tons and tons of girls on my Facebook that are unique presenters that are not on my team, that are sideline sisters, that are, supportive, and people have built relationships with. You have to build relationships in your business as well, right? It's all about networking. So mom groups are great, especially if you are a mom. I've met tons of friends in mom groups. I'm not a mom. I play the teacher card up like I can, but I can meet friends in mom groups. Anybody can. You do not have to be a mom to make friends in mom groups. You can ask simple beauty questions. Like, I think I asked about like fillers or Botox one day. That was like a huge post. I said, what hurts more, fillers or Botox? Just out of curiosity, and threw that down. Oh my God, my Facebook blew up. I met like some amazing people from that post. Chances are, if they're into beauty like Botox or fillers, they probably wear makeup. So it was just kind of like, okay, all right, this might actually work out for me. I also like any groups that you're like interested in, right? Like hobby groups, anything that you actually have a legitimate, real interest in. So follow up with 20 friends a day. Oh, wait, sorry. Hang on. I put something else here. So when you're posting, please make sure it's of something of value. So I think we're getting better and better at this, and we're not just posting things for the sake of posting, and we're not making it salesy. Like, put yourself in the viewer's shoes. Like, what would you do with that post? Would you stop and look at it and wonder about it, or would you keep going? And if you would keep going, then know that your audience is probably also going to keep going. And please don't feel like if people aren't liking or commenting on your post, I'm going to tell you right now, that means nothing. I have had so many people join my team that I had no idea had any interest in this business. They've never liked a post. They've never commented. They've never done anything on my Facebook, and then I'll get a message all of a sudden out of the blue like, hey, tell me more about your business. And I'm like, okay, like I had no idea you were even watching me. So again, back to, I think I've said this about 6 times now, consistently posting on your wall is like crucial to every part of sponsoring. So follow up with at least 20 friends a day. This is something that I've been really consistent about the last 3 weeks, and I've seen huge numbers increase on my lives. I've seen huge numbers increase on engagement on my posts. So I use a program called TeamZ. You do not need to sign up for TeamZ if you don't want to be like, I think I spent $250 for the year, but it's a program where you bring all of your Facebook friends into it. And I'm literally going through 20 people on there, and I document like, okay, these are the 20 people I followed up with. You can do the exact same thing with your Facebook friends list. Like if you go to your Facebook friends, and let's say I'm on M's, I'm going through the list from alphabetical. It's taken me since June to get through to M on my Facebook. But because I've farmed friends so much, I've got a lot of people on there, right? A lot of people I haven't even talked to, because I have added people from the people you may know. It's okay to do that. And I'll just reach out to them when I'm messaging people, and I'll say, hey, we've been friends for a long time. We've never connected. How are you? I hope your day was awesome. That's all I'll say to them. If they don't answer me back, the next time I go to that person and they come up in my messages, or next time, that I go through my list and they are the next to be messaged, if they've never written me back, I'm going to delete them, and it's helping me clean up my Facebook. So I follow up with 20 a day, and it seems like I will take a power hour or half an hour or whatever I need. I won't message anybody else except those 20 people. And sometimes conversations start. A lot of times they do. So it'll end up taking about an hour, but it's so worth it, because now those people are going to see my lives. They're going to see my posts because I'm consistent on my wall. So, go live. I know. I'm looking at the group in front of me. There's some people here that do. There's some people here that don't, that are terrified to do it. You absolutely must go live. You have to. And I'm so sorry that, like anxiety, whatever. There's some people that, and it's start in your VIP group. I know a lot of you go live in your VIP group because that's where you're comfortable, but I'm telling you, the sooner you can get live on your main wall, the bigger your business. And does it mean you're going to get sales right away? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you're going to get recruits right away? Absolutely not. But it's going to build your business. You're going to get new friends. You're going to get follows. You're going to get people on there, especially if you do like a random giveaway and you get people to share. Like I'm giving away a purse that I had won that I'm like, I don't need. So I'm giving that away. And, you know, I like, there's people you can buy something cheap off Amazon. You don't even need to tell people what you're giving away and they'll share your video and it'll get more people. And I love Jenny Peterson's video. I don't know if you watched it today, but I loved how she said, like, if you are wanting to be successful in this business, live video is the way to go. And you're like, if you don't go live, you're hurting your business. You're not moving forward with your success. I think that's how she termed it. And not moving forward with your success it's not, like, I know it's terrifying to do lives and lots of you have different reasons why, like, you can't, but I really, really feel like you're not reaching your full potential without doing them. So parties, okay, you have to be doing parties. Sherry Brown says do 5 parties a week. You do 5 parties a week. I say to do 5 parties a week. You could do 5 parties. That's 20 parties in a month. You are going to meet people in those parties. So if you're scared to do lives, I hope you're hustling parties. Home parties are amazing. I don't know how many recruits I've got from home parties. It's like, because people meet you as a person, they feel a lot more comfortable around you to join something like this if they know you in person, right? So I need to get on some home parties. Events. I got girls on this team that rock events. They get recruits from events all the time. So try and get local events. There's a lot in the winter that go on, especially the spring as well. Get some business cards. They're not expensive, and, you know, go rock an event, go meet some people, and don't get, well, I mean, you can get people's emails, add people to Facebook. Your goal for an event is to get as many people on Facebook as you possibly can. And you'll get a lot. Say, you know what? Even if you don't even have a business card, say, or if anyone's interested in your product, say, no problem. Why don't you get me on Facebook and I'll let you know and we can follow up later on about whatever product. And be social. Okay. Be social in your community. Go to events, go to things, like, chat with people in the change room at the gym. I do it all the time. You know, the more, and then you see them like every so often if you have some sort of routine. And biggest thing is be consistent and do your follow-ups. Like, those are the biggest pieces of advice I have for sponsoring. You've got to follow up with people. And I know I personally am not a good follow-upper, but I do try. Teamsy is great because it allows me to use a program where I can actually follow up. Like, I need a water bottle to tell me when to drink water. Like, I am one of those people that needs things to be run in my life, and I need all the gadgets. So this is sort of like, I mean, anyways, so that's sort of sidetracked, but like, I need things that are going to get me motivated. So I needed Bob Heilig to get me motivated the last 6 months. And why I needed him, because sometimes when you hit the top of a company, you don't necessarily get training anymore. I felt like I wasn't getting any training. And I mean, that's my own disservice though. I was maybe not making enough of an effort, but his was new, exciting training. So you should always be doing self-development and learning. And that's why I try to at least a video a day. I love that unique training page where I pull all those videos from. Every video that I posted this week is from that same training page. There's like 5 more on there. Every time I go on there, there's a new Black Status, that's done in training. So I want to open it up to questions because I have no idea how much time I have left, and I know I'll get the warning any minute. So if there's anybody that has questions about anything, like seriously, now's the time. So I don't know if you can unmute yourself or if you need me to unmute you. Oh, we got someone that's unmuted. Maria, I think you are unmuted. So anyone who's got questions, let's do it. Now I hear a TV, so I don't know if that's actually someone talking. I don't think it is.
Hey, Sierra, it's Tamitha. How are you?
I'm good, Tamitha. I just watched part of your live. I obviously couldn't watch the whole thing before I came on. So what is your question, Tamitha?
As a not very new presenter, but someone who's a little bit nervous, what is your recommendation for different people to follow? So you had mentioned to me that you you actually listen to different videos, different podcasts, different presenters that you look up to, different mentors. Who could you suggest to your followers right now to follow?
I would say, well, number one, Sherry Brown, because I feel like she's my best friend. And I love, like, Jenny Peterson brings her up actually in that video. She's a good one to follow too, actually. The girl that I just posted her video for today. The people that influenced me the most were, I would say Sherry Brown for sure. Carly Reeves has some wonderful content. She's probably number one in her whole company in my books, like just in terms of everything. Like, she's a well-rounded workhorse. Brittany Kaplan's got some great training. Carol Lewis Newton is fabulous. Okay. Online Party. She's the queen of it. She's won it the last 3 years at convention. There's no one stronger than her. Natalie Jarrett, or even own Black Status Upline's got some fabulous training on her YouTube channel for like friend farming. So it just depends on what you connect with. Like, I'm I work too much. Like I've always been that way. So I connect with girls that work really, really hard and kind of are just in that mentality. So those were sort of the people I connected with. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Tina, like, you're probably my most veteran.
Sherry Brown's a must. Like, yeah. Sherry Brown is one that you have to follow, and then click on Facebook, like, see first. I like to follow some of the new girls into see, because I think if you follow, like we were talking about, what's her face? Is it Molly Megan or Megan?
Holly Megan. Yeah.
They're the ones that are kind of the ones that are like doing all of this new stuff that we should be doing. So all the lives, like that girl goes live every single night. She's got young kids. Doesn't matter what's going on in her life, she goes live every single night. So I try to follow some of the younger ones that are in the group too. So that's a good one. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to follow anybody, Sherry Brown is the one. Even her Friday talks are phenomenal. They're the ones that you need to watch.
I don't miss them. And the big thing for Sherry Brown is to go to her YouTube channel, because she only goes live on her Facebook on Fridays now, for the most part. She'll probably, and the thing with her too is that, like, she's the top earner in our company. No one makes more money than Sherry Brown in our entire company. So, she did it right. And she's so real and she's so down to earth. I've been chatting with her all week just because we're going to Black Status Retreat. Like, I feel like when I watch her videos that I know her. And honestly, when I met her, I sat behind her at convention every single session, because I was like, oh my God, Sherry Brown. I'm like, Kate, move over. I'm like, I want to be behind her. And just because, like, she's so funny. She's exactly the same on video. Now, I will say I have met some people that are not the same on video as they are, but as they are in person. But regardless, it doesn't matter, because their training is very, very good. Now, one thing about being authentic, I'm exactly the same in person as I am on here, as I am on a video. I'm a little more upbeat and excited on a video, but not in a fake way. But that was really hard to learn. So here's a tip for lives: like, get rid of your video voice as quickly as you can. It's really hard though. It's really hard. It took me a solid year and a half where you have that awkward, I can still do it because it pops out every now and then, but I'm telling you, that's totally normal. And the more you work on it, it will go away. But if you're on there not being yourself, people pick up on that. It really hurts you, but you got to keep doing it because it'll get better. Trust me. And everybody goes through the video voice. So yeah, we all have it. I've seen it on everybody. And you know what? I find it even in the beginning of my videos, I have this weird, awkward, video voice. And then as soon as I'm doing my makeup or talking about my topic, I'm totally engaged and I can just go. But the beginning's weird for everybody. The ending's weird for everybody. I never knew how to end things. I used to blow kisses. I used to I never knew how to end anything. So
I see bye-bye. And then when I sign on, I do the good morning, good morning. I always repeat something, and that's what everybody's picked up on is I do that, and then when I sign off, I go, bye-bye. It's okay, really?
We all have what we have. I always try and think of what day it is. I'm always have a great weekend, have a fabulous Tuesday, have a fabulous whatever day of the week it is. And I always forget what day of the week it is when I'm doing it. So just, again, though, it makes me look more real at the end where I'm like, have a great Tuesday. And I'm like, and I always thank people. I say, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you that tunes into my nonsense. So, you know, you just gotta, and you'll get your groove, and like, you'll get better the more videos you watch. Like, I watch so many videos. My brain is constantly on overdrive. Like, my rule is if my hands are busy doing something else, like laundry, cleaning, cooking, showering, something's playing. If I'm at the gym, something's playing. Sometimes I take a break. It's the only time I watch Netflix, so don't hate me. But that is when I watch Netflix, is at the gym or on flights. So like, I really just try to make sure that I use the hours I have. It's so important. Like, you looking here, I know a lot of you work full time like I do. And it's, you know, you kind of have to balance it out. Even if you don't work full time, like Tina, you got 3 kids, you're at home, you're busy. Like, people are busy. So you got to make time, you make use of the time that you have, right? So you'll figure that out. And I don't know, like, I think time management is one of the hardest things in this business. And it's the hardest thing to train on, because like, everybody's so different of what they do and what they need and how much time they need. But the biggest thing that should consume your time is talking to people for sponsoring. And because you can't make real money in this business until you sponsor. You really can't. You can sell all you want, and nothing wrong with selling, trust me, because months where, you know, I'm trying to hit a goal, I want to make sure I've got good sales. But it also opens the door to new customers, which opens the door to new prospects, which opens the door to new people in your team. You have to think with a team mindset. You have to. Every single person that buys something from you is a possible team member, and you just have to ask them and say, look, I'm doing you a disservice if I don't tell you about this opportunity, because it's completely changed my life. And I know that you know, you love the products. So not only are you going to get a free business, you're getting a makeup discount, and, you know, you have the opportunity to really like do things or not do things. And if they don't end up doing a lot with the business, I'm going to tell you right now, most come back, and most will come back, and most will buy from you again. So yeah, don't even stress about that at all. Any other questions? I have 8 minutes still, which I did very well. I talked very fast at the beginning because I was so panicked that I was going to run out of time. Even one page, like, I mean, it was jot notes. So,
all right. So I have another question, and I'm really sorry to actually throw this in there, but as someone who is absolutely anal about, you know, following a certain requirement, or you know, I built a business specifically on following a certain protocol, and I started with like one client, and it's now you know, $750,000 business. So I know what I'm doing when it comes to that. How do I do this with something I am so uncertain with? I only started wearing makeup 6 months ago.
That's a great question. I love your questions. They're so formal.
No, I'm just stupid.
No, they're not. They're good. I like it. No, they're definitely not. So I think when it comes to structure, and I know there's checklists, and I'm sure you've seen the checklists. If you haven't seen the checklist, I can send that to you after. But anytime you're looking for something like that, if you're someone that loves structure, like I'm a walking hurricane. Like, my life is not structured at all, because I deal with children all day, and I'm like all over the place. Like, I can't be anal organized because I have too much going on, but that's okay because it works, right? So for you, if you need structure, there's checklists. If you go on Boss Beauties and type in like checklist, there's a ton of different ones. Yeah, what's it called?
It's like daily tasks. I think is what it's called.
Oh, good. Yeah. So daily tasks, I'm sure I can find it in there for you. And it just gives you something. I know girls, I have lots of girls on my team like you. You are not alone, trust me, that love to have that checklist. I will do them for like a day or two, and then I'm like, oh, no. But you get, this becomes such a habit. Like, I know in the morning, I don't post right away in the morning either. Like, it's almost nice now because Facebook's like messed with everything. I don't feel the pressure to wake up and have to post right away in the morning because I have to post 7 times a day. That used to be like our requirement. Now I'm like, I post like 2, 3. Like today I posted a lot. Today I posted 1, 2, 3, 4 times today. So, you know, that's a lot for me, but that's because it's the weekend and I have more time. During the week, once or twice, if I have a post that's going...
This is on your personal group.
Personal wall. My wall is my business. Your wall is your wall is your storefront.
Is it all about products that you're posting all the time?
No, today was about the kit. Okay, so today was a more product based. So it was about the kit. I did a makeup hack with Farah, nothing to do with Unique. We put baby powder on our face and put it in cold water. Look at how beautiful my makeup has stayed on all day. I'm sorry, but it was the best makeup hack I've ever done. And then I did a Netflix. Like I need some new shows for Netflix. So I did a post for engagement, and that one's just blowing up right now, and I'm just letting it go. I've already picked the show out of all the comments that I did. I downloaded Blacklist. I just wanted something for the plane. I've got 2 5-hour plane rides this week. So I try to, it has to be real. Like, think about if it's something that you would comment on. Product posts should be you wearing it if you can, or other people. I get tons of sales with really pretty girls that have really long lashes that wear Epic, and that's okay because like I still use it, but if I put mine up, like I have no lashes, so sometimes I don't get the same effect. Girls with really long lashes, use those pictures and be like, and you don't have to say anything about sales. Just be like, this mascara is legit, or like this mascara is epic. Like you don't even have to use anything about sales. It's more about just showing the products. And I love using other people. I often will use girls on my team, and you can totally use girls. Girls on our team love it. Definitely you want to have like a good mix. So like at least I'd say like 5% should be other people, and then the 95 should be you. And you have enough products because you've bought the makeup kit, right? You have the starter kit. So therefore you have enough makeup looks to last you however long, and you've probably got other products, right? So, and you don't, oh my God, you do not need all of them, but try and have my thing. I always buy 2 kudos beginning of the month, 1 for me, 1 for sale. And then I kind of go from there. So you kind of just have to see, depending on what the kudos is, right? But it's been rare. It's been very rare lately that it hasn't been a brand new product. So I want that product in my hands, because how else am I going to sell it if I don't have it? And Canadian shipping, all my Canadian girls on here know, is super slow. I don't know how Australia is. And the US even, I beat Tina sometimes getting my products up in Canada, and she lives like not far from Utah.
Wouldn't you agree though that like posting wise, what my philosophy that I've been telling my new girls is, it's all main wall. We'll get you a VIP group set up. We'll get your launch party set up, but I want them posting on their personal Facebook page.
That's your storefront.
That's where you're going to get people. VIP page is great, but how you're going to get people and get new people is from your main personal page. It's not going to be from a group. And so that's the biggest thing is, yes, we'll set your launch party group up, but posting to attract people is going to be from your personal page, and that's just where it's going to come from.
To me, a VIP group is just to do sales and discounts that we can't do on our main wall. It's to get away from compliance and what we're not allowed to do on our main wall, which is discounting product. I do BOGOs all the time, buy one, the second half off. Half offs are useless to me. I have like 95 of them. I have no reason for them. So I often like buy a product at regular price, get the second half off. So there's PRS, there is no PRS, but I have some PRS coming in. I've got a person who's got 2 products in their hand, hopefully fall in love with them. I'm bringing up the opportunity. Like you just have to you have to play it smart, right? You got to use the tools they're giving you. Like to me, our YCash is in the beginning, 100% to build your products up, get yourself stuff, 100%. That's what it's there for. Same with the half off items. But when you get to the point of 3.5 years, like Tina and I don't use it for anybody but my customers, and it's a blessing, you know. Something messes up, they don't like it, you want to send. I had a girl who hated the 3D. I have no problem. I'm going to ship you a free Epic, no problem, because I have the YCash stored up. And you know, that will come. It will come for all of you, where you're able to just use that stuff for your customers. But for now, get yourself the new products so that you can sell them. You're not going to sell them without them. So if you've got to use some YCash, even the YCash is great because you get PRS from like some of it. It's not a bad thing to do that. And that's what I did. I remember buying all the collections when I first started half off, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I bought all the collections half off, so I had as many products. But back then we had like maybe 10 or 15 products. So it was easy for me to get all the products. And then I just built my collection every month as stuff came out. So there was less than a minute. Anyone want to throw down a last question?
I know that, I know
Don't
that
be
a lot
sorry.
of girls, like you're saying, I know that you can't add people into your, like it's harder to get people into your VIP group, but a lot of girls have actually said that their VIP group is thriving in a sense where they've got their members who are actually contributing quite a bit into their VIP group. How do you go from a stagnant group that's not really doing much to getting that thriving, like not like jumping on things and commenting on things and that kind of
Okay, I'm going to message you because it's going to cut us off right now, but I'll message you about that. If anyone else wants to know about a VIP group